Sagittarius, welcome. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. I'm going to be working with the Line Strider Tarot today, and then we'll pull a couple of Brian Froud's fairies from the Fairies Oracle, and I will read to you from the book for that because I'm not at all well versed in the meanings of those cards. Wow, Sagittarius, you're off to a great start here. Let's see. We're going to do about 6 cards today, I think. This is a reading for placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising placements of Sagittarius. And it's a general reading. So this is whatever energies I'm picking up on today. May not resonate with all of you. If it doesn't feel like it's yours, don't force that fit. It is just not your reading this week from my perspective. But there are many excellent readers on YouTube, and I have many previous videos. If you haven't watched one of those, you could try those out. Sometimes we get our messages, you know, more particularly when we need to hear them. And if you haven't seen one of those videos yet, it could relate to what you're going through now. Time is not a linear thing, really. When I recorded it is less important than when you come to the recording and receive that message. Let's see what we have. One more, please. Sagittarius for the week. Oh, that's like 20 more. Can't do 20 more. All right, let's see what we have for you. Starting out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. I feel like you're feeling a little blocked creatively this week, Sagittarius. You're trying to come up with something, and you just don't feel like your brain is firing like it normally does. You maybe are feeling sort of muted by a loss, a sense of loss about something. You may not even know what that sense of loss relates to. The second card here is a fantastic energy. It's the Ten of Cups. Inner happiness and fulfillment, dreams coming true, contentment of the heart. Seems like it's a really great week for you. There's something really great happened. You feel really happy, but it's also triggering a sense of loss in you. And I'm not entirely sure what that is, a Sagittarius. It's a situation as if you've just welcomed a child into the world, but a parent that you wanted to share that experience with has moved on to the next, you know, has passed away, as if your mother or father has passed, and now you're becoming a parent, and so you're very, very joyful about that, but you're also a little sad, and it feels odd to feel those two strong emotions juxtaposed. Another example would be if you had some great success in your life, and you know, something you really want to celebrate, something that makes you so happy, but you don't feel like the person you want to celebrate it with can celebrate it with you. So they're too far away to go and have a celebratory dinner with you, or they're another situation would be if you're not with them anymore. You know, you had, as a couple, maybe dreamed of the day this event would happen for you. It's finally happened, but that relationship no longer is one where you're together as a couple. It's that sort of feeling. Those are just 2 examples. Those won't be the case for all of you, but it's that. I offer those 2 because maybe for some of you that is the case. For most of you, though, I offer them as an example to give you a sense of the feeling I'm talking about. That I'm seeing in these 2 cards, that I'm sensing in these 2 cards. Something really great is happening for you this week, Sagittarius, but you're a little bit sad because whoever you'd like to celebrate or honor this event with is not in your life right now. The Knight of Cups in reverse is coming up next, And this is disappointment. It kind of goes along with the other two cards here. You're so happy, but you're also a little disappointed and a little sad. And it can be an odd thing to sit with all of that. It can muddle our thinking and make it feel like, well, we can sort of beat ourselves up, right? We're thinking, oh, I should be super happy. This thing had finally happened. But you're not. I mean, you are happy. You're absolutely happy. But you're of two minds because you're a little disappointed and a little sad at the same time. And then on top of that, we layer guilt, or we layer, you know, beating ourselves up about it. And then we start to rob ourselves of the joy. And I hope you don't do that, because you really deserve to celebrate whatever this is. It's a really wonderful thing. And you've been waiting for it for so long. Page of Wands is coming up in reverse as well. And let me see if I can get this to focus. It's quite an interesting imagery. It's really beautiful color there, that blue. I think normally I would say this is like a lack of direction. I'm not sure I'm feeling that today. It could also be that you're creating conflicts where there aren't any. That doesn't really feel right either. So I'm not really sure how to read this. The creating the conflicts, the feeling like you don't know which direction to go, that's all about procrastination. You're holding yourself back from doing something. In this case, I guess it would be a new beginning. There's a new beginning to be had, but you're not saying no to that new beginning. Sorry, it's really not focusing well today. You're not saying no to your new beginning, but you're not saying yes yet either. You're sort of dragging your feet. You're keeping your options open, but you're procrastinating here. I wonder what that is. It could be that this event here has opened an opportunity for you, but this disappointment and this sense of loss are making you... Sorry, there's a little bug. Sorry, I always hate to kill the little bugs, and yet I do it anyway. Anyway, I think this has opened an opportunity for you. This really amazing, wonderful dream come true situation. And because of this sadness and disappointment that someone isn't with you to celebrate, you're delaying a yes to a new opportunity. You're holding yourself back from a new beginning. And the Knight of Pentacles is there telling me that you're continuing to work hard. You're being efficient. You're working hard. You're being a good soldier. So how that card reads to me all the time. Such a good soldier, doing what you're expected to do. Doing what needs doing. You're very responsible. You're taking care of the day-to-day. But in this case, it's because you're trying to avoid dealing with the fact that there's a decision that needs making. There's a new start available for you in some realm of your life, and you're not saying no. You're just not saying yes. You're holding yourself back. And it's because your mind is living in this past place. You need to live your life the way it makes sense for you. But I would caution you to give, this feels like giving away your future to the past. And the past can't come back. It can't. You deserve someone to celebrate these types of moments with, and you don't have that right now. Because your mind is living in the past. That's sort of what I'm sensing here, Sagittarius. Take it as you will. Let's pull a couple of the Fairy Oracle and see what we have there for you. one jump out. I was going to do top and bottom, but we've had one jump out. So I'll just do that one and the top. So we have the Fawn, which is number 35. The numbers may be significant to some of you. Oh, if we just focus. There. It's interesting imagery. The Fawn, number 35. And we have Taten the Sylph, I think. You tell me if I've got that right. Taten the Sylph. Oh, fairy. Number 45. 35, 45. You're moving forward. It's just a little slow, I think. Let's take a look at the book and see what we have here. Number 35. Oh, let's see. Sagittarius, number 35. The Fawn. Understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, and natural magic. Natural magic is happening. When things flow almost effortlessly, that is a sign that natural magic is at work. Enjoy it. A very important part of natural magic is simply allowing the energy to flow through us. This means both giving and receiving freely. Let the energy flow. Don't push it. Don't try to control it. Just dance with it. Trust it. And remember to keep returning to the source for inspiration and to keep your heart filled with light. Number 45. Next. This is Taten the Sylph. Acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, discernment. What we see here is mental quickness, adaptability, and enthusiasm. Ideas and opinions abound. A few are brilliant, but others vary from mediocre to downright silly. Be selective. Mental and psychic abilities may be awakened. Independent thinking is in operation. New ideas and new visions of old ideas are creating an exciting, effervescent atmosphere. Avoid excess and extremes. Minds may change often as new ideas and new ways of seeing bubble to the surface. Out of conflict and confusion, resolved by goodwill and clear thinking, a new and better understanding may come. So, there's a certain element of magic in your week. Things happening the way they're meant to, when they're meant to, but at the same time, you're being asked to be a bit discerning, to use your mental facilities here to understand what's meant for you and what's not. I think that goes along well with this new offer that you are procrastinating about saying yes or no to. There's a certain wisdom in that. I was thinking it was only born out of your sense of loss and your disappointment, but perhaps you, subconsciously, Spirit is giving you better guidance here than I have so far, and that there's actually a wisdom in that, using your intellectual facilities to consider carefully what's being presented to you, but leaving room for magic. It doesn't all need to be understandable in a logic frame, okay? I think that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me and letting me read for you. I do want to tell you that the channel has gone over 150 subscribers. I think we're at 167 now, which is just amazing. And I want to thank you so much for that. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Every like, share, and subscribe helps the messages get out to more people. And I do this just as a calling. It's not my profession. And I really do feel that these messages are meant for folks out there. So thank you so much for helping me to get them out. I hope you have a great week, Sagittarius. We'll see you next time. Blessings.